to a review that we didn't have time for in the main show and doesn't really deserve any time at all. So much so that we're going to have a race.
Yeah.
Joe, you need a piss.
I'm actually dying for a piss.
Right,
so I'm going to go on.
Joe is going to race the toilet and back. And we're going to and he's going to wash his hands thoroughly.
Right, I'm starting.
I know where they've been.
Right.
Go.
Right.
Ryan, why him now?
Right, okay, so...
But like, don't like race through it, it just doesn't deserve the time, does it? Go on.
No, well, I mean, there's been worse films, there's been better films. Right, so this is...
There's only been a few worse films.
Yeah.
There's only been like 3 or 4.
Yeah. This is the guy who wrote Zoolander 1 and 2.
Really?
Yeah, and Meet the Parents and all the sequels from that, John Hamburg.
The stories by Jonah Hill.
Yeah, you'd think there'd be calibre.
But it's not that original of a story, though, is it? Really?
Not really. No.
Yeah.
It's been done before. Son versus father-in-law. It's been done in various incarnations over the years. It's hardly.
Yeah.
But this time it's James Franco and Bryan Cranston.
Yeah, and so basically, Bryan Cranston, he's having a party and he sees on a Skype call with his daughter that she's got a bit of a strange boyfriend.
Well, it's not like a party. It's like a celebration for him being.
Yeah, celebration of him. Yeah, and so his daughter decides to invite him and the family down to see her new boyfriend, which is played by James Franco, and he's a bit of an anarchist.
Well, all that means is that he's rich and he swears a lot.
Yeah,
it's actually very, very tame.
He's a Silicon Valley billionaire who's also extremely socially awkward and swears a lot and lots of stuff.
Yeah,
and I mean, to be honest, obviously now there's going to be lots of talk about the themes of family and everything, and it's all very, very, very unfunny and painfully dull. And I don't think I laughed once.
I think I laughed once by accident.
By accident, yeah. I was just to be honest, I was just checking the time quite a lot.
I know, don't do that. That's
because
annoying.
it was just so dull. Like the whole thing was just unfunny and like it was just substituting puerile humor for actual jokes. Like I'm not highbrow enough to be against.
You can do lowbrow humour in an interesting way, but when your set pieces for your film are about a moose that's in a flotation tank full of piss, and what's the other one? There's like 2 big set pieces that are both blown in the trailer, but they still spend a lot of time on them in the film. But the big one is the fact that James Franco has a moose in a tank full of piss in his front room, and of course something happens that means that the tank cracks and the room gets full of piss, and then the young boy in the family has the moose's balls in his mouth.
What?
That's what we're dealing with here.
Yeah, that's the level of comedy here. But see, I'm not highbrow enough to not like that kind of comedy. I love a bit of it's like stupid comedy. That's some of my best favorite shows and films are just random stupid shite. But like when you've got something like this that is literally just being vulgar for the sake of being vulgar, and the whole thing about James Franco's character Laird is he's got no filter. Guess what, guys? He's super edgy. He's teaching Bryan Cranston's poor son all these swear words. Get it? And say he's taught him this hilarious new phrase called double dicking. Get it? And now he keeps calling double dicking, and he tells Bryan Cranston's character that bukkake means something else to actually what bukkake means, and he uses that in a sentence. Isn't that funny? Yeah, it's a disaster.
I've got written down here, I've just found my notes. I don't think I made any. But I've got here 3 half laughs. I don't know what they were for though.
Yeah,
I don't know what they were for. I think one of them might have just been the fact that they said Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, and I like that show got some recognition. There's a joke about Netflix and chill.
It literally starts with like a Skype call of them, and they're talking about like Netflix and chill and all the shows that he's going to watch on it. And it's just
you just start to list Netflix shows.
You know how you got that walkout-ometer?
Yeah,
10 seconds.
Same 10 seconds.
10 seconds for this. Yeah, hated it straight away.
And let's not forget that it's a Christmas film released on Boxing Day.
Oh so and
totally out of place.
When it decides to wrap itself up with a bit of holiday spirit by the end in the last 10 minutes, and it's all this really, really bad. And Kiss turn up and do their bit.
Yeah, Kiss are in it.
And then they're sidelined for a bit so the emotional stuff can happen, and then it's actually a kind of smart resolution with a decent message.
I'm
for
getting
once.
a kind of is it Daddy's Home, which was last year.
Didn't see it.
The Will Ferrell film. I'm getting quite a lot of themes from that as well, like set around Christmas. It's 2 people vying for like the trust of the family.
It's got itself a decent message in the end, but it's not a funny comedy, and it's a terrible story, and I was just completely. I didn't have any expectations going in. I had nothing coming out, nothing to gain from it at all. That's it.
It felt like a bit of a waste of time, didn't it?
Yeah, awful.
Stop making comedies where the butt of the joke is because old people are out of touch. Just because they're old doesn't mean that they, technologically have no place in this world. Because that happens a lot in this film. Because Bryan Cranston's old, because Megan Mullally, who, again, should be doing way better than this, just because they're old doesn't mean that they are useless. And that film tries to make a point of that.
Yeah.
Terrible. And finally, Zoey Deutch, I don't know how you pronounce that name, but she is a purely plot-driven character. And as a female character, let's just say, for example, she is there just to drive the plot, and she's given no actual jokes. And I found that rather disappointing, because she was okay in Dirty Grandpa, and she was okay in Everybody Wants Some, but in this, she's just sort of just there to push story.
Yeah,
and it's disappointing. It's not what you want to see, is it? Really?
Yeah.
So it all ties back to the title of the film. Why?
Yeah.
And you can answer that question yourself.
This is quite a long week.
Yeah, he's still not back.
Quite a long bit.
It might turn into someone else.
Yeah.
Looks it. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that's the question. Like, I sent Liam a picture of me tickets in the Facebook chat after, just crumbled it up and just sort of said why. But it's just why? Why? You're better than this. Even James Franco is better than this now. He's an alien in a few months. Come on.
And he played a character called Alien in Spring Breakers.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
And I love that film.
I haven't seen it. But yeah, just better people doing awful stuff. Not unfunny scripts, no jokes.
And it will never end.
Yeah.
These kind of comedies will always be made.
Mm-hmm.
While we wait for Joe to come back, we'll get through some more of these listener response things. Best and worst of the year. We'll have one from Tabitha. She says her favourite film of the year was either Fantastic Beasts or, for the special effects, Civil War, because it didn't feel like... Oh no, Fantastic Beasts was the special effects in Civil War, because it didn't feel like a Captain America film, more like an Avengers film, and I loved all the...